The Scrap Mechanic Tractor, it makes your job easier. Except when you try to actually build it. The Scrap Mechanic Tractor, it serves every purpose. Except it doesn't actually look like a tractor. The Scrap Mechanic... Oh, you know what? Let me show you what I did. First, I crafted an electric engine. For this, I used metal blocks 2, batteries, circuit boards, and component kits. It's really important that I have an electric engine for this because it wouldn't really work with a gas engine. Then I needed batteries, which means I have to get glow and chemicals. I already have the scrap metal. So for glow, I crafted some cardboard because I'm gonna have to feed this to the glowfish. I know it sounds weird, but you feed cardboard to the glowfish and then the glowfish poops out glow, and then you use the glow to craft batteries, so everything just makes sense. After searching for 20 minutes, I found the glowfish on the bottom of the ocean. I fed him some cardboard just to make sure he's not broken, and as you can see, he's not. He's actually pooping the glow, which is exactly what I want. After bringing him back to the base, I made a little aquarium. Here he eats all the cardboard and poops all the glow. Now that the glow is ready, I can move on to the next part, which is chemicals. So I went ahead and raided my own oil pump. I took everything from there and I basically just moved it onto a chemical lake. It worked the exact same, so I got a ton of chemicals that way. Then I started crafting some batteries, but of course I needed more glow. Apart from batteries, I also need 2 water cannons and 1 water container. I had all the ingredients for these, so I just crafted them. And then for water, I just took all I could from my water pump, and the pump will just refill the chest there, so I basically have infinite water. Then it was time to actually start building the car. So first I wanted to use the regular seat, but then I realized that the chest doesn't really fit into that particular grid. So the seat needs to be an odd number of blocks. That's why I crafted one of the saddle seats. I think this is my first time actually using these in survival mode. But these work much better with the chests because I'm gonna need 1 chest in the front and 1 in the back. So after attaching those, I also attached the wheels. I didn't use any suspension for this because it's gonna be an electric engine and it's gonna go very slow. So I just kept it fairly cheap on parts. After adding the chests and the water container, I also added the water cannons on the sides. Anyways, I had to cut the car up and weld it back again because I didn't like the length it was. But after a little bit of trial and error, I reached my final design, and all I have to do is attach the pumps as well. While those are crafting, I also upgraded the engine and connected it to all the wheels. And I went on to remove all of the soil from my farm. I think I had 64 soil there. And then I placed it in 4 rows that are the exact length of my tractor here. And I also had some extra soil, so now I have 100 in total. And I also tested it out, so the width is exactly what I need. So then all I had to do was get the pumps and the pipes for them. But for that I needed metal blocks too. I also needed glass and sand to craft the glass. So it took a little crafting, but I got all the materials and I attached them to the tractor. So it's basically 2 pumps in the front that harvest all of the plants, then 2 water cannons in the middle to water the soil, and then 2 other pumps in the back to plant more seeds. I placed 3 switches, each of them controlling 1 section of the vehicle, and I linked all of them to the seat. So I guess I completed the tractor. Now it's time to actually start farming. Alright, now that I've got it built and everything's in place, I can start actually testing this. So let me line it up here, and first I'll water all of these. And there we go. I just need to keep pressing the 2 switch, and that's it. I can have this maybe just a little bit faster until I get used to this. And I definitely have enough water for this. Yeah, I've got 100 soil, so I've got 100 water, and I just realized I need to move the boat from here because I don't have any room to turn around. So I'll just place it over on this side. And now I just need to water this other side as well. I have to make sure this is centered so I don't go off course. But this is actually pretty easy to control, especially because of the electric engine. You have much more maneuverability over how fast it actually goes, and after you get to the speed that you want, it stays consistent. So it's much easier to use this with an electric engine than it would have been with a gas one. So the second switch is for the water. The first one is to harvest the plants when they are done, and the third one is to plant the seeds. I'm just having problems with the turning radius of this. Because it's so long, I don't really have a ton of turning radius, so if I want more, I think I need to upgrade the seat all the way to level 5. But for now, I'll just use it like this. But here we go, I think I'm aligned. So now I'll use the third switch to plant potatoes. Oops, I jumped out of the seat. And there we go, I'm getting the hang of this. It's getting pretty dark out here, and I'm gonna have to defend against this raid, and this should be bigger. Yeah, so there it goes, unauthorized farming detected. But it comes in 3 minutes. Okay, I need to be fast with this. So I'll just grab this on a lift, I'll put it here, And it's the other way around, of course. I'll just do this side fast as well. Oh, we got 2 different raids. Are we getting double the robots then? I don't know what's happening really. But my base is ready for any kind of raid. However, I am a bit worried about this wall right here because it's not reinforced. It's just 1 layer of bricks. So I'll have to pay a ton of attention in here. And I think those were all the seeds. Let me get this in here. Yeah, so I missed 1. I think I shot next to this, so I lost 1 potato seed there. But apart from that, I've got everything right. And I think I'm getting the hang of this a little bit more. I've got 2 minutes left to prepare. So I'll just quickly grab some metal and I'll reinforce this wall very fast. Something like that would do. Because on the other side, when the farm was over here, I had this reinforcement. The robots just tend to go straight for the crops, so they will come to this wall. And I don't want them poking holes in there and stealing my potatoes. So this is just a precaution, having an extra metal layer on here. I could add another thing to the tractor to add fertilizers, but for now I think the waiting time for this is not that long, so I'm pretty okay with that. And I might have to defend against 2 raids. I don't know why we've got 2 timers here, but anyways, it's just 50 seconds left, so I'm in position here. I'll turn on the saw blades as well. And then I want to use the first pumps in the beginning to actually gather all of these and place the potatoes with the seeds in the front chest of the tractor. I keep pointing that way because the tractor is behind the wall there. And I now have an aquarium with a glowfish over there as well, so I can just feed some cardboard in there and I can have all the batteries I want. Is the door closed here? I forgot to check the door. That would be a pretty important thing. And now I'm outside. I need to get back up. I've got 1 second left. Okay, I need to hurry up. The raid started. I can hear them outside. Okay, so here they come. Let me turn these on. And here they are. See, they are going straight for the crops here on this side. We've got a lot of small ones here as well, but let's see what we've got on the other side. Okay, not a ton of robots here, so this wasn't that big of a raid actually. It was a pretty normal raid. This is a normal size for a raid. Let me turn this off. There are no robots back there, so I think that was it. They did manage to make a hole right here, so I'll have to patch that up. But I'll just gather all the materials from here and I'll wait for the potatoes to grow so that I can show you how I gather them as well. All the potatoes are ready and I have 5 minutes left until the next raid, so I can go ahead and start harvesting these. That's gonna be the first switch and I can get actually all of them like that. Okay, so this is much easier than the other ones. I just need to press the switch once and then I just drive over all of them. So this is actually pretty nice. Okay, here we go. I just press the switch and I can get all the potatoes in here. And of course, this works with all other plants. I just need some potatoes because of what I'm gonna do in the next video. So you might want to have a guess in the comments if you know what I'm about to do. But I'll just tell you that this is not the only batch of potatoes I'm doing. I will plant another set of 100 potatoes right after this raid. And now I should have all the potatoes in here in the front. Yeah, so I'll just take the seeds. I need these seeds and I'll put them in this chest back here. So now I can start planting seeds again and I will hold all my newly harvested potatoes in the front chest here. I don't have any more water. I need 100 water again to water all of these. But I brought extra water and placed it in this chest here. So that should be 100. And that's how easy I can just refill this thing. And now it's ready to go again. Water all of these. Plant all of them and then after they're done, harvest them. This makes it a lot easier, especially the water part, since I don't have to keep going with buckets all the way to the lake and back. So I'll just hide this in here for the raid. I don't want the robots getting to it. And I should patch this wall up in here as well. There we go. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, make sure to save the entire survival playlist. So go check that out and I'll see you there.